Let's go!
Let's have at it!
Let's see what you got!
To your weapon! Die, Kerr! Don't let up! Attack!
Bring... Let's go!
Another wave is coming!
Bring it to me!
Prepare for battle! Skunk!
Let's go!
More of them? Regroup! Cyric's blood! They're entering the Starling House! But if we don't hold the next wave off, the whole village could be overrun.
Let's go. If we hurry, we can stop them before they find the children. I knew I could count on you. I hope my brother and sister know enough to hide.
We could use your sword, but I understand.
Like it, son. Like it.
Let's... Time for a bit of the game.
Thank the gods that's over. We would not have held them much longer. Flee or fall! Dagon!
Much blood has been lost tonight. Let us make the enemy pay in kind.
Let's see what you got! Bring it to Let's
That is the last of them. For now, gather the wounded and the dying. Let's see how many we can steal from death's clutches.
Thank the gods we were able to hold them at the farm. How many did we lose?
Ian, Vera, Pearson.
What were those things anyhow? Never seen anything quite like them.
They're called bladelings. Their kind is rarely seen in our realm. They dwell in a place beyond.
Well then, what in the nine hells are they doing here?
Lathander doesn't illuminate all mysteries for me. We must rely on our own wit and resources.
One of those dwarves mentioned they were searching for something. Does anybody know what it was?
Boy, come over here. I see you're unharmed. Many have not been so fortunate, and others have seen their final night. I understand you lost a friend of yours in the attack. A tragedy. She was a promising young mage, or so I've been told. Yes, and to dwell on our losses serves no purpose. There is still much to do. I do not have much time to talk. There are many who are wounded. Now, there is something you must do tonight. Those bladelings were here to find something, and I fear I know what. Very good. This is not a night for words, but action. There is an item, a silver shard. Long ago, I concealed it in the old stones outside of town. I fear it may have drawn these creatures down upon us. Think it through. Their kind doesn't plunder a village like West Harbor, not for a few coins and an old helm or two. They had a reason. It is from the time when your mother died. Those were dark times for the village. We can speak more of the shard after you've returned. For now, all that matters is its retrieval. There is no time for that now. Your mother is dead. Let her spirit rest. I had my reasons, which do not concern you right now. It was not a thing to leave above ground. There are too many wounded to care for, more than Brother Merrin can handle on his own. I cannot go, so you must travel there in my place. There is no choice in this matter. The stones outside of town are older and deeper than you may think. In the farthest chamber of these ruins, look for a strong box. Inside is the shard. There remains only one thing. You should not go alone. Bevel, I need you to accompany my son to the ruins. This is an important task.
But Georg says the ruins have been overrun by lizardling tribes.
And that is why you must go. Together, two can succeed where one might fail. The cries of the wounded cannot be ignored any longer. Find the shard, find it, and bring it here.
No offense meant, but your father makes the hairs on my neck stand up. Still, if we're going to do this, we should make some haste. It sounds urgent. This path that runs along the river is our best route into the swamp. I hope these ruins aren't too hard to find. We could be out there all night. It's been an age since I've come this far into the swamp. There are some twists and turns before we get to the ruins. There's probably more than lizardlings ahead, so, lead on, I guess.
Let's have a... Time for a bit of the game. Time for a bit of the game.
Let's see what you've got!
Let's have at it.
Yes, indeed.
Well now, what do you want? Let's have at it!
We should turn back. These aren't the ruins that your father wanted us to search. No one's ever been able to get in. Georg says it's been here for generations. And Tarma says he's heard a story about a wizard who tried to get in once and never returned. Besides, if your father wanted us to go into these ruins, you'd think he'd have told us how to get in. We should turn back. These aren't the ruins that your father wanted us to search. I haven't, but I remember Georg talking about this one. He said, and Tarma says, besides...
Let's have at it! Let's go! Yeah! Let's have at it! Bring it to me! Let's...
Damra.
Let's have at it!
Damra. Eleme vopeni.
Time for a bit of the game. Let's have at it! Time for a bit of the game.
O great spirits of the Stone Tomb, please hear our plea. The other lizardling tribes take our territory. They wage war. And before we fight them for our ancestral hatching grounds, we ask for your blessings.
There certainly are an awful lot of them. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea.
A warm blood. Here. Your very presence offends the Stone God. Your words are like the swamp eel, warm blood. Treacherous and painful. Kill the intruders. Sacrifice them to the Stone God.
And peye koroe.
Eleme Vokreni. Letavaret Vokreni. This load is a bit of a strain.
We were risking life and limb for that? None of this makes any sense. Dagon can do his own blasted quest from now on. When you're done searching around, let's get out of here.
You have returned, and you have brought the shard.
That's all you can say? I almost died out there!
If I did not believe you could handle the task, I would have sent another.
Yeah, well, you weren't out there in the swamp getting attacked by lizard folk.
No, I was here attending the wounded, Bevel. Now find Marion and do the same.
I don't see how you put up with him.
Now, for the shard. Let me see it. Many such ruins lie within the mare and beneath it. They are of ancient Ilfarn, an empire once forged from an alliance of dwarfs and elves. All that remains are ruins, and little else. And their empire lives on only in history books and stories. That shard is one of a pair. Both were found after the battle that destroyed West Harbor long ago. My half-brother Duncan and I asked a mage in Neverwinter to examine the shards for enchantments, but he found nothing except a faint magical aura, residue of the battle. And so I kept one shard, and the other I gave to Duncan. Not long after I returned to West Harbor, I sealed it away in the ruins. So to speak, it would be more appropriate to say that I have a half-brother. Duncan, like Bevel, has many faults that would make it wise not to rely on him or call him kin. It was long ago, and it was a battle that did not concern West Harbor, but the village was caught up in it like many such villages in the Mare of Dead Men. We knew little about what had sparked the conflict. Demons were involved, led by a warlock of great power. We only knew him as the King of Shadows. The forces of Neverwinter attempted to drive the demons back. Many villagers fled, some taking the road, others wading into the swamp, anything to escape the battle. There was an explosion, pure and white. Then, nothing more. Strange. Perhaps the attack awakened it. If so, then perhaps a second look at these shards would yield different results. But such divinations would be beyond anyone here in West Harbor, including Tarmus. That is the only reason I can think of for why they came. Am I certain? No. But my instincts tell me they were looking for it. I could not bring myself to cast it away. Yet at the same time, I did not wish to keep it close. You are too young to remember what occurred, I know. But the battle was a terrible one. And that shard, it reminds me too much of that night. I need you to go to the city of Neverwinter, find my half-brother Duncan, retrieve the second shard, and take it to a mage you both can trust. Duncan owns an inn in the docks district of the city, the Sunken Flagon. Not the most reputable place, but safe enough. No, I know you value him as a friend, but it will be of no help outside of West Harbor. He would only slow you down. Bevel is made for simpler things. Very well. Let us waste no more time in discussing your friend. If you have other questions, ask them. That is possible, but this village cannot shelter you or survive another attack. On the road, moving, you have a chance. Once you reach Neverwinter, it may prove more difficult for them to attack you. The problem is more complicated than that. If we give them the shard, I doubt it will prevent them from believing the second one lies here as well, or others. We only found 2. It is possible there were others, scattered into the swamp or taken away, or have met other ends. There are many things I have chosen not to tell you, and that is because they are not relevant. Perhaps if you were to question less and heed my words, it would prevent you from becoming confused. Head to the small port town of Highcliff when you are free of the swamp. There, seek passage on a ship to Neverwinter. The beast that attacked us will leave West Harbor alone once they realize their quarry has fled. If all goes well, you should be in Neverwinter before they find your trail. Say your farewells. Your boots may travel many roads before you return. I let some of the others know you are leaving, but not the why of it. I was raised amongst the wild elves. For all my years amongst the race of man, they make little sense to me. You are one of them, and you understand them. I have done all I can to hide your presence. If these beasts come again, West Harbor will need me. I have created a screen of activity. On a normal night, your trip with Bevel would have been easily spotted, but not tonight. It still may not be enough, but there is little else I can do. Return when you are ready to leave, and we will speak of the path you must take.
So, your father sent you off to Neverwinter. As if everything that's happened tonight isn't enough adventuring for one lifetime. I'm hoping that you'll be back soon enough after you reach the city, but most people who leave West Harbor don't come back. Not that I'm not tempted. Amy certainly would have jumped at the chance, but we lost a lot of harbormen to the attack. Hopefully your father's right and there will be no more attacks once the shard is gone. Still, the village will need every sword arm it has. As a member of the militia, my sworn duty is to defend West Harbor. I can't just turn my back on that.